Okay, good evening, everyone. This is the March 27th, 2025 meeting of the Town of Oyster Bay Landmarks Preservation Commission. I would like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Byrne, would you like to call in attendance of the members for a quorum?
Certainly. Chairman DeLeo.
Present.
Member Chabina.
Present.
Member Leonard is absent. Member Gold.
Present.
Member Stone.
Present.
Member Byrne is present. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay. So we have three items on the agenda tonight. The first one is 25 East Marie Street in Hicksville. Do we have anyone here for that application? Okay, no one present for the application. So this is on for the commission to entertain or decide whether we are going to entertain the application for landmark status. From last meeting, the applicant made a presentation, and I believe the general consensus of the board or of the commission was that there was not enough evidence and material for the board to proceed with the application. So I'm going to make a motion that the commission not entertain the application. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor, or all in favor of not entertaining the application? Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? None opposed, okay. So unanimous decision to not entertain the application. Thank you. Okay, second on the agenda is 30 White Street in Oyster Bay. Do we have anyone here for 30 White Street, Oyster Bay? Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will ask anyone who is presenting or speaking tonight, just please say your name, address, and affiliation with the application.
Of course, good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Bernard Rogers, architect, representing Mr. James Murphy, the owner of 30 White Street, Oyster Bay, 11771. So we're before you this evening. Mr. Murphy is proposing to replace the wood siding on both the cottage that exists on the property and the main house. On the cottage, he will be at this time replacing the siding on all four sides. On the main house, only on the west side. I'm assuming that you guys are looking at this on your screens. Am I correct with that?
I think we're looking at the cottage. Is that
Okay,
is that
so this
correct?
is the cottage.
Okay.
This is the front view of the cottage, technically the north side of the cottage. This, and I should go back one, so that's the north side with the door, obviously, the west side on the right side of it. Next picture, this is the rear of the cottage. This is the left side of the cottage, the east side. And then this is a close-up of what the siding looks like currently. As you can see, it's faded, it's weathered, it has split where the face nailing was done. Various different sides, you can see there's discoloration, there's weathering, so it's time to replace. There are a couple boards missing in spots. This is the west side of the main house that needs to be replaced the most on the house. And the reason why Mr. Murphy is only doing the west side is for the unfortunate obvious financial reasons. What we're replacing this with is matching in kind. 24-inch royals, cedar shakes. They are quite challenging to get at this time, and as a result, quite expensive to get. As you can see here in the mock-up, this was done by the carpenter that's going to be doing the work. You can see how we're proposing to do it, what the material looks like. I also have a sample shingle if the board would like to see it.
Sure, thank you.
So you can see the color is obviously a little bit lighter, but that's because this has not withstood over 100 years of weathering, a couple 100-year storms, all the salt water we have in the air, and 4 seasons. Over time, obviously, it will get closer to how the original house looks.
Is the plan on the main house to do the other sides as feasible?
As feasible,
Okay.
correct.
So eventually, the goal is to have all 4 sides same as the cottage. And I guess as that gets done, the weathering will even out on the main house.
Correct.
Over time, okay. You mentioned this is the, over 100 years of these shingles. Are these the original shingles?
These, to the best of our knowledge, are the original shingles from when the house was built in 1840.
Okay. Is anything changing? Are you changing anything on the windows? Just the siding?
Just the siding. There's no trim that's being changed. There are no windows that are being changed, no doors. It's just strictly a siding project.
Okay. Would you go back to, there was one close-up of the shingles that showed, yeah, the nails, and I just wanted to ask you, so I see the nails used to, yeah, this right here, this
Yep.
is good. These look kind of new. Is this like a repair? I mean, these don't look original, but I want to ask if, you know, what you'll be using to affix. I mean, obviously that sample doesn't show any.
Correct.
Any nails. So what are you
Correct.
guys using?
So we'll be using 1.5-inch stainless steel nails. That's what's recommended by the manufacturer. It's recommended because of the climate that we're in, with salt water in the air near the shoreline. But it's also recommended because if you use the galvanized nail, once it rains, you're going to start to get black streaks coming down from the nails. So that's what we're looking to avoid.
Okay.
And again, the difference in what you see face nailing in that picture. There was a practice that was done at that time that's no longer done. It's also no longer recommended, or I shouldn't say no longer, not at all recommended by the manufacturer, because you run the risk when you try to drive a nail into the thick part of the shingles, you run the risk of the shingles splitting. So you can see on the sample that Mr. Stone has, on one of them I marked up, there's 2 black dots. It's on the other side, actually. That's where the nails go through.
Yep. Midway. Yeah, like midway. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
Just go, what material are the original shingles? Are they the cedar also?
They
The
are
royal-
cedar
royal
also,
cedar?
correct.
So you're replacing with the same tree?
Correct. Yeah, fortunately, the same siding is still made.
Okay. Good find.
Anyone else have any questions, any comments?
Will it be the same dimensions, like the length?
Okay, it seems like this is a replacement, truly in kind, same size, same material, same character. To me, it looks like a terrific renovation and restoration. Anyone have anything else? All right, I move to approve the application. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay. Unanimous.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
Have a great evening. Safe home.
You too.
You do.
Thank you.
Yeah, Thanks. Yeah, well, you can see where you have splitting in the,
It's interesting that it's face nailed, exposed to the weather.
yeah.
It's very odd.
I think they did that to prevent cupping as it started to warm.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean it was coming?
yeah, those
It
nails were
started like
added,
that,
yeah.
and it went down.
Okay, the next application up is 53 East Main Street.
Good evening. James Camerata, I am I'm an attorney, but I happen to be one of the owners of the premises, one of the members of Wilson House LLC. The other is Anthony DeCarolis, also attorney. We both occupy the premises. We have since, I believe it's 2012, when we purchased it. At the time we purchased it, the house was in very, very poor condition. We restored the interior of the building back to almost identical the way it was, based on old photographs and other things we were able to get. The exterior has been left alone, except that we stripped and painted it now twice since 2012, and the paint literally is flaking and falling off the south exposure because it just hits the rain and the wind and the sun, it just makes it a mess. We've explored the possibility of, again, scraping and painting, but the reality is all of the boards are now dried out to a point they actually just soak up all the water, which causes the paint to flake off. So what we're proposing is replacing all of the clapboards on the front of the building with the exact same pine material. We've actually ordered from a machine company in Indiana a routing bit, exactly the same, that will cut the exact same profile from pine boards. And the reason for that is my friend John Collins, who's been involved with our building for many years, John describes the boards that are on the building right now as novel siding. The problem is when we go to, and we've searched as far up into the Adirondacks, Columbia Yards, novel siding, which is commercially available, is actually a different profile from the profile that's on this building. So what we've done is we've taken a piece of the siding, we cut it off, sent it to a machine shop in Indiana who's actually, they were supposed to have it done before today so we can bring a sample, but exactly the same cut that's going to be cut into each one of the boards that we've purchased already and is sitting at a shop out in Ronkonkoma. And they're going to process those boards, they're going to stain them the exact same Benjamin Moore color, which is, we sent the sample, it's somewhere, keep going, there it is. Phillipsburg blue, that's the same color as the building's been refinished twice. We're going to stain all the boards before they go up. Before the boards go up, we're going to put a house wrap on the building because the building has no insulation and it gets awful uncomfortable during the winter. We're hoping that's going to help a little bit. But other than that, it's exactly the same. We're not changing the windows. We're not changing, the only things being changed is the clapboards. On the front of the building, there are a couple of clapboards on the side of the building that may need to be replaced as a maintenance item, but we're not going to remove all the boards or anything to that extent.
So, just go back for a second. You're removing the boards on the front of the building?
Front of the building.
And some on the side, but not all on the side?
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
And the rear of the building?
It's been refinished already.
Okay. All right. Well, you're certainly on the right track. Going and getting the boards cut in the same,
Yeah, we want to keep it
With the
exactly the
same
same. We're
dimension,
both Anthony and I are very much preservationists and want to keep the building as close to original as possible, and that's the reason why we're going through the extra expense of getting the exact same board back on the building.
not to change and go into something else, but this picture right here that's up, I'm looking at the window frame.
Yeah.
Is that just,
The window frames are going to be
is that just paint, or is that, those
scraped and
need to
painted.
be-
There'll be, the window, while have the work being done, we're going to have the windows stripped and repainted white again, the exact same.
Okay, but they don't need to be, there's no replacement needed, there's no.
No,
damage?
none at all.
Okay,
No,
all right.
no. In fact, when we purchased the building in 2012, we took each of the windows out of the building and replaced all the panes. Some panes had been filled in with regular pane glass, and we actually were able to get wavy glass, the same as the original, and we replaced all the panes with wavy glass.
Excellent. So you have the siding, you just have to now have it cut?
Yeah, actually, the plan, we actually, anticipating that we would get approval, we actually purchased the materials. We had them shipped to a custom woodworking shop in Ronkonkoma. And the boards are waiting there, waiting this special bit that we ordered from Indiana. That was supposed to arrive in time, so as soon as we got the approval, we could start working.
Yep.
I guess that bit, the router bit, is a little delayed getting to us.
Well, I think, we would certainly like to see a sample, but I'm not sure if can you give us a sample? I guess not without the router bit, having that cut, right?
Just, it's the same,
Yeah.
exactly the same dimension as the current board. We're making a representation that we're going to be putting up exactly the same material.
Okay. And same color that you have, so that's fine.
Same color.
Questions, anyone?
Is the side of the building viewable from the street?
One side of the building is viewable from the street.
And that's the one you're gonna change some boards on?
No, we're going to replace all the boards in the front of the building.
Right.
On the side of the building, there are a few boards that may need to be replaced if they can't be stripped down and restained properly.
Okay, but that side of the building is not viewable from the street?
No, that side of the building is viewable
Okay.
from the street. Give me if you page through, there,
Oh,
right there.
Okay.
That side of the building has not suffered the same damage that the front of the building has. The reason being is that is not that south front exposure, so it doesn't get the sun. It has a overhang that's pretty significant that keeps water from running down the side of the building. We do believe there's a couple of boards that may require replacement. We'll just replace those particular boards.
So the stain, with the stain, it's gonna have the same look. With the stain and seal, I'm assuming that you're not gonna have the same type of cracking and sort of refinishing as frequently as you have.
Well, just to get a look, this side of the building,
Yeah.
which is in much better condition and has retained, that darker color. That's the 2014 strip and restain.
Okay.
And it's pretty much, it's okay, except that there are a couple of boards that have just over time have dried out and aged, and we'll just replace those as necessary during the project.
No, I've seen you do a lot of nice work since you purchased it.
We tried.
Across the street, so I look at you every Sunday.
Thank
across
you.
the street, so.
Yeah, well, it was interesting, when we were trying to pick colors out, we actually looked across the street to our friends at First Presbyterian Church, who we happen to represent, and we tried to match their colors as close as possible, so the buildings are actually almost identical in color.
Did a nice job.
Thanks.
Anyone have anything else? Okay, well, I think based on your past history and ownership of the building and what you've done with it, I think your representation that you're using the same material with the router bit that's gonna create the same cut and dimensions for each board, I'm comfortable supporting this for approval. Obviously, if turns out that it's different, we'll probably meet and,
You're
come
gonna
down
come
the
see
street
us.
with pitchforks and
Yeah,
torches.
I can assure you, we're not going to
So,
vary from what's up there right now.
Would John let you put anything else up?
No, John would go
yeah,
completely
he'd
crazy.
be the first one. All right, so I move to approve the application. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you
good
very much.
evening. Thanks for taking the
too.
time to listen to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, those are the three applications on the agenda. Is there anyone out there that has something else that's not on the agenda? None? I move to close the meeting. Second?
Second.
We don't have to bring the thing up on the plaque.
All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, we are closed. All right.
And three on the
That'd be great.
Had three topics